Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday or whenever you're watching. This is going to be another Strat-O-Matic Baseball Card and Dice. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. We have the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers taking on the 1998 New York Yankees in another Mini 4 tournament semifinal. Bubba Husky's in the chat. How you doing, bud? Hope all is well. Just finished watching Ron Juckett and Retro Sports Network, an excellent college basketball game using Action PC basketball. The St. John Redmen versus the Syracuse Orangemen, best teams of the 80s, or like an all-star team. Excellent game. Please check it out. That's Retro Sports Network. And in our matchup, as I stated, for our Card and Dice Strat-O-Matic Baseball, welcome to the Twilight Zone Mini 4 Tournament. Tournament number 4, the winner shall advance to the great box of the other Mini 4 tournament winners, and we shall proceed. So let's go to the lineups. The home team are the New York Yankees of 1998. The visiting team, the Brooklyn Dodgers of 1953. The Brooklyn Dodgers in 1953 finished 105-49, won the National League pennant only to lose to their hated rivals, the New York Yankees, in the World Series 4-2. The starting lineup for the Brooklyn Dodgers is as follows. Leading off, playing second base, John Gilliam. He played for the Vikings, wide receiver. Jim Gilliam, who batted .278 with 6 home runs in 1953. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese, .271 and 13 homers. And he's batting second. Batting third, the Duke of Flatbush, playing center field, Duke Snyder, .336 with 42 round trippers. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter. Yes, we play with a designated hitter. Jackie Robinson, .329 and 12 homers. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Roy Campanella. Campanella, 41 homers and a .312 batting average in 1953. Batting sixth, with a cannon for an arm, in right field, Carl Furillo, 21 homers and a .344 batting average. Batting seventh, playing first base, future manager of the New York Metropolitans, Gil Hodges, .302 and 31 round trippers. Batting eighth, playing third base, Bill Cox, .291 and 10 homers. And batting ninth in left field, George Shuba, .254 and 5 home runs. On the mound for the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers, Carl Erskine. And in 53, 20 wins, 6 losses, earned run average 3.53, striking out 187 and walking 95. For the New York Yankees, their starting lineup. Batting first, playing second base, Chuck Knobloch, .265, 17 homers, 64 ribbies. This is the 1998 New York Yankees, who finished 114-48. They won the American League pennant and swept the San Diego Padres in the World Series. Batting second, the captain, Derek Jeter. He's playing short, .324, 19 homers, 84 ribbies. Batting third, the right fielder, the intense one, Paul O'Neill, .317, 24 homers, 116 runners knocked in. The cleanup hitter, playing center field, Bernie Williams, .339, 26 homers, 97 runs knocked in. Batting fifth, playing first base, Tino Martinez, .281, 28 homers, 123 runs knocked in. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Scott Brocious. He batted .300, 19 homers, 98 ribbies. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Tim Rock Raines, .290, 5 homers, 47 ribbies. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Joe Girardi, .276, 3 homers, 31 ribbies. Excellent defensive catcher. He's in the game for that purpose. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Chad Curtis, .243, 10 homers, 56 round trippers. On the mound, trying to win this one-and-done semifinal Mini 4 game tournament, is David Cone. David Cone went 20-7 in 31 starts. He struck out 209, walked 59, ERA 3.55. Bubba Husky in the chat says, I'm swell. Basketball was cool. Yes, Ron Juckett did a wonderful job. Again, check out Retro Sports Network. Great job by Ron Juckett. That is a fun game, the Action PC games. I highly recommend them. He has, Dave Koch has his big sale going on. Great games. I also play a lot of Action PC games, as you know if you follow the channel. If you haven't, check them out. I have all the sports up. And if you want, give a like, give a sub, give a share. Here we go. So leading off for the Brooklyn Dodgers will be Gilliam, followed by Reese and Snyder. And we're playing basic because there are no advanced stats on these old cards. Now, if the other set of teams in the next semifinal, and I don't know when we're playing that, possibly tomorrow, maybe Monday or Tuesday, are the 86 Red Sox, and you can see they have the advanced numbers. So if two teams like the Red Sox of 86 and the Yankees of 98 play, we will play advanced. And the 1905 New York Giants, led by Christy Mathewson. And again, no advance. So the first two games will be in basic, which is nothing wrong with that. We've adapted a catcher's hold rule. And what that is, Joe Girardi is the catcher for the Yankees. He is a 2 defensive catcher, which means that is a -3 on a hold for stealing any base. Unless you're a AAA stealer, there are no AAA stealers in this game. Also, we'll count that when you're trying to advance a base. It just gives a little something more to the basic game. All right, so Gilliam will lead off against David Cone. Cone picks up the sign from Joe Girardi. Here's the pitch and the start of the ball game. And that is a 2-8. A 2-8. Off the Gilliam card, 2 and an 8. 1 through 7 is a double. 8 through 20 is a single. We rolled a 16, and that's a leadoff single for Gilliam to center. Quickly cutting it off is Bernie Williams, so a leadoff single for Jim Gilliam, who I'm constantly going to call John Gilliam. And Gilliam is an A stealer. But once again, an A stealer, if we are going to steal, we go to the basic stealing chart. An A stealer to steal second is 1 through 15. But Joe Girardi is a 2 defender, which means -3 on the hold. I really do like this rule with basic. And it would be 1 through 12. So Gilliam's going nowhere. 1 through 12. We don't like those odds. And that will bring up Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee Reese digs in. Yankees hoping to turn 2. The windup and the pitch from Cone. And David Cone deals Reese a 3-12. Off the Reese card, 3-12. That is a fly ball to left field. Camping under it and making the catch is Curtis. That's a fly ball B. Gilliam stays put at first. So Reese flies out to left. There's 2 down. And here comes the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Snyder wants to get that 3 column for sure. The windup and the pitch to the Duke. And that is a 3. He wanted the 2 column, actually. That is a 3-7. A 3-7, and he works a walk. Good at bat by Snyder. Advancing to second is Gilliam. So with 1 out, there's 2 on. Snyder's at first. And here comes Jackie Robinson. Robinson, the DH today, as we're playing the better defensive third baseman, Cox, in the field. So Jackie Robinson steps to the plate. 1 out, 2 on. Good speed on the base paths. David Cone has to bear down. Girardi wiggles a finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch from Coney to Robinson. And that is a 6-6 off the David Cone card. 6-6. 1 through 13 is a double. We rolled an 18. That is a single to center. 2 stars. So scoring from second is Gilliam. Robinson comes through in the clutch with an RBI 1-out single. And advancing to third on the 2 stars is Snyder. So runners on the corners for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Phantomatics in the chat. Hope all is well. Roy Campanella, the Brooklyn Dodger catcher. 41 homers in 53. Dodgers hoping to jump out quite quickly on their perennial rivals, the New York Yankees. Cone trying to induce a double play ball. Campanella a prime candidate for that. Here's the pitch to Campy from Cone, and that is a 3-5 off the Campanella card. 3-5, and he works a walk. Cone is all over the place. Bases are juiced. Robinson goes to second. Snyder stays at third, and Campanella advances on the 4 balls to first. Bases are juiced for the right fielder, Carl Furillo. Furillo had 21 homers in 53. Yankees again hoping for the double play ball. They'll play their infield normal. Here's the pitch to Furillo, and that is a 2-11 from Cone. 2-11, ground ball to third. Brocious is up with it. He throws to Knobloch at second and on to Tino Martinez. Double play. The inning is over. Oh boy, Coney got out of it cheap. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1 run in, and they only give up the 1 run thanks to the double play ball off the Carl Furillo bat. So Furillo double play. And that went 5-4-3. As Campy is out. So Brooklyn picks up 1 run on only 1 hit. The walks cost Cone a run, so 1 run, 1 hit. There are no errors. And 3, well, double play. 1 was left on base. The Dodgers pick up a run. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Yankees, Knobloch, Jeter, and O'Neill to face Carl Erskine. Hope everyone's doing well this Saturday. Gil Hodges will lead off the Dodgers, top of the second when they come up. So here's Chuck Knobloch to face Carl Erskine. Erskine's ready to rock and roll. Campanella sets the target. Here's the pitch to Knobloch, and that is a 2-8 to Chuck Knobloch. 2-8 off the Knobloch card, and he's jammed. That's a pop-up sky high to the shortstop Pee Wee Reese on the outfield grass. Makes the catch, 1 away. So he pops out to Reese. Here comes the captain, Derek Jeter. Jeter's ready. Looking for the pitch to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch from Erskine to Jeter. And that's a 1-11 off the Jeter card. 1-11, ground ball to third. The third baseman, Cox, is up with it. He throws to Hodges, 2 down. 5-3 if you're scoring at home. So 2 outs, base is empty for Paul O'Neill, the intense one, the right fielder. O'Neill looking for that 3 column. Campanella wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Paulie O'Neill, and that is a 5-7. Oh, shoot. I moved that. I think that was an 18. Well, we will re-roll if we have to, because that moved. The 20-sided dice. So that is a 5-7 off the Erskine card. 5-7, and we don't have to re-roll the 20-sided dice because Erskine strikes out O'Neill and the side's retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the 98 Yankees. Go to the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Top of the second, 1-0 Brooklyn Dodgers. Remember, the winner advances to the Mini 4 championship game. They will face the winner of the 86 Red Sox and the 1905 New York Giants. Due up here in the top of the second for the Brooklyn Dodgers of 1953, Hodges, Cox, and Schuba. Gil Hodges, tremendous power, 31 homers in 53. David Cone nods his head. Girardi sets a target. Here's the pitch to Gil Hodges, and that is a 6-10 off the Cone card. 6 and a 10. This will be a play for Joe Girardi. Girardi is a 2 defender. We rolled a 14 basic fielding chart. Catcher, 2 defender, 14. That is a pop-up, foul territory. Right side, Girardi throws off the mask. He's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So Hodges fouls out to Girardi. There's one down, and that will bring up Bill Cox, a third baseman. 291 with 10 homers and 53. Coney deals quickly to Cox, and that is a 6-6 off the Cone card. 6-6, and that's going to be a base hit. That is a single. 1 through 13 is a double, but the 20-sided die is a 16. So a 1-out single for Cox. And I'll bring up the number 9 batter, the left fielder, George Schuba. Schuba not known for his stick, 254. Solid defender in left field, though. Had 5 home runs. Cone's going to try to induce another double play ball as Knobloch and Jeter pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Schuba from David Cone, and that is a 6-11 off the Coney card. 6-11 ground ball back to Cone. Pitchers in basic are all 2 defenders. I believe I learned that from baseball demos. So we go to the pitcher, 2 defender. 20-sided dice rolls a 17, and that's going to be an out. Runner on first is out going to second, providing there is 1 completion. It's a double play ball. The side is retired. That goes 1-6-3. Nice play by Coney, thrown to Jeter, who throws to Martinez. The side is retired. Another double play ball produced by Cone, pitcher's best friend. So that goes 1-6-3. Double play. Inning. Top of the second is over. No runs for the Dodgers, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. So Schuba bangs into the double play. We go to the bottom of the second. Jim Gilliam will lead off for the Brooklyn Dodgers in the top of the third. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the second, Bernie Williams, Tino Martinez, and Scott Brocious to face Carl Erskine, who sent the Yankees of 1998 down 1-2-3. Here's the pitch to Williams from Erskine, and that is a 5-6 off the Erskine card. 5-6, 1 through 5 is a double, and it's a 5 on the 20-sided dice roll. So Bernie Williams splits the gap between Snyder and Ferrillo, and he's standing at second with a leadoff double here. In the bottom of the second, Williams a tying run, and that will bring up Tino Martinez. Martinez had 123 ribbies with 28 homers to go with that 281 batting average in 98. Chance to tie up the ball game here. All runners are being held on. Here's the pitch to Tino Martinez from Carl Erskine, and that is a 6-8 off the Erskine card. 6-8 ground ball to Gilliam at second. Gilliam is a 2 defender. We rolled a 20, so that's usually good for the defender. A 2 and a 20. Gilliam ranging towards the right side, dives, pops up. His only play is to first. Advancing to second as Martinez is out. Bernie Williams, nice play by Jim Gilliam. As Williams advances to third. And that's 4-3 if you're scoring at home. So 1 out. Bernie Williams 90 feet away from tying it up. And here comes a third baseman, Scott Brocious. Brocious had 98 ribbies with 19 homers in 98. Infield playing normal. They'll take the out. Here's the pitch. And Erskine deals Brocious again off the Erskine card. A 6-10. 6-10. That is a fly ball. Center field to Duke Snyder. It is a B fly ball. And that's going to be deep enough. And Williams will score from third. And we have a 1-1 ball game on the sac fly by Brocious. So sac fly 8 RBI. So with 2 outs, bases empty, 1-1 ball game. Snyder had no chance. Here comes Tim the Rock Raines. Trying to keep the line moving, as they say. The windup and the pitch from Erskine to Raines, and that is a 6-7 off the Erskine card. 6-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. Side is retired, but the Yankees tie it up. So the Yankees in the bottom of the second get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave no one on base. It's a 1-1 ball game. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Brooklyn Dodgers of 1953, the top of the order, Gilliam, Reese, and Snyder. When we get to the bottom of the third, Joe Girardi will lead things off for the 98 Yankees. Alan Shaw has joined us in the chat, our good friend from across the pond. How you doing? Hope all is well, Alan. Here's Jim Gilliam. Gilliam singled and scored his first time up. Girardi sets a target. Here's a pitch from David Cone, and that is a 1-9 off the Gilliam card. 1-9. Fly ball to center field, and Bernie Williams, he's moving back a bit, reaches up, makes the catch. 1 down. Shortstop Pee Wee Reese steps to the plate. He flew out to left his first time up. Here's the pitch to Pee Wee Reese from David Cone, and that is a 5-7 off the Cone card. 5-7, ground ball to second base and Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch is a 2 defender. The 20-sided dice is a 5. Basic fielding chart to second baseman, 2 defender and a 5. Knobloch knocks it down, picks it up, and throws to Martinez. And there's 2 gone in the top of the third. And now bring up the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Snyder walked his first time. He awaits the David Cone offering, pitch homeward bound, and it's a 1-6 to Snyder, a 1-6 to Duke Snyder. 1-6, swing and a miss on the curve, strike 3. Side retired. The Dodgers go down meekly, 1-2-3 in the top of the third. Jackie Robinson will lead off the top of the fourth for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It's a 1-1 ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Bottom of the third. Due up for the 98 Yankees, Girardi, Curtis in the top of the order, Chuck Knobloch to face Carl Erskine. The windup and the pitch from Erskine to Girardi, and that is a 5-3 off the Erskine card. 5-3, what will it be? We shall see. That is a ground ball right back to Erskine. Pitchers are 2 defenders in basic. And the 20-sided dice rolls an 11. And that ball goes off his glove. He tries to pick it up. He drops it again. And safe at first is Joe Girardi on the error by Carl Erskine. Let's just double check that. A 2 and an 11 for a pitcher, a 1-base error. So Girardi reaches on the E1. Erskine not very happy with himself. Girardi, a D base stealer, so he's going nowhere. 1 through 12 base runner. And I'll bring up Chad Curtis. And there's no bunt ratings in basic or hit and run. And Curtis batted .243. He has a nice 3 column, though. Well, it's not horrible. We're going to let him swing away. Here's the pitch to Curtis from Erskine, and that is a 4-9. We're going to go off the Erskine card. 4-9, ground ball, second base. Right side, Gilliam on the outfield grass, stretches out. His only play is to first. He throws for the out, but advancing to second as it was a ground ball C, and that advances the runner 1 base. Just double check that. I am correct. Is Joe Girardi. Gilliam did a nice job keeping Curtis from a base hit. Score that 4-3. We go to the top of the order with 1 out. Girardi's at second. And Roy Campanella is a 1 catcher, so that's a -4 on the hold. And we're counting that even on plays at the plate or advancing bases. Just makes it more interesting to me in the basic game. My homebrew rule. Here's Knobloch. Popped out to Pee Wee Reese his first time up. Chance to give the 98 Yankees a lead here. Hello, Manny. Hope all is well. Erskine picks up the sign from Campanella. Here's the pitch to Chuck Knobloch, and that is a 5-7 off the Erskine card. 5-7, and he strikes out Knobloch. That's a big K, so there's 2 outs. Girardi's still at second. Another K for Erskine. And here comes the captain, Derek Jeter. Girardi will be off on contact. Jeter grounded to third his first time. Paul O'Neill on deck. Here's the pitch to Jeter. Erskine deals the captain, Derek Jeter, a 2-8. So we go off the Jeter card, 2 and an 8, and that's a single. And that's a single to center. So Jeter singles with 2 outs. Girardi gets an extra +2 with 2 outs. So Girardi is 1 through 12. Makes it 1 through 14. Campanella, -4, 1 through 10. He'll hold at third with Paul O'Neill. 50-50 shot of him making it. I don't like that. So first and third, 2 outs, 1-1 ball game, bottom of the third, and a chance for the intense one. Paul O'Neill to give his beloved 98 Yankees a lead. He struck out the first time against Erskine. Erskine struck out 2. O'Neill awaits the Erskine offering. Pitch homeward bound, and that is a 2-3 with a 6 split. So a 2-3 ground ball. Hodges backhands it at first. Nice pick. Waves off Erskine. Races to the bag and beats O'Neill. The side is retired. Nice play by Gil Hodges to keep the game tied. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-1 ball game here from Yankee Stadium. So for the Yankees in the bottom of the third, no runs. 1 hit. There was an error committed by the pitcher, Erskine, and they left a runner on. Due up in the bottom of the fourth when the Yankees come up will be Bernie Williams. We go to the top of the fourth, and David Cone will face Jackie Robinson, Rory Campanella, and Carl Furillo. Alan Shaw asks what the score and inning is. It is 1-1, top of the fourth, my friend. Another Mini 4 tournament semifinal. Jackie Robinson singled and knocked in Jim Gilliam. Gave the Dodgers an early 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch to Jackie Robinson from David Cone, and it is a 2-8 with a 16 split on the 20-sided die. We go to the Robinson card, 2-8, and he works a walk, so he gets on base. So Robinson walks. Robinson is an A stealer. Girardi is a 2 defender. That means -3. So an A stealer is 1 through 15, stealing second base. -3 is 1 through 12. Robinson will hold for now, and that will bring up Roy Campanella, the catcher. Campy walked his first time up. That was in that first inning when the Dodgers only got 1. They loaded the bases with 1 out, but Cone induced a double play ball to get out of the jam. Campanella looking for a home run here. He had 41 in 53. Girardi wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch from David Cone to Roy Campanella. We have a 4-12. A 4-12. 4-12 ground ball B. Back to Cone. Ground ball B. The runner will advance to second as Coney knocks the ball down, has to chase after it. He throws to first. They get Campanella. So there's 1 out, and Robinson's at second base. Could have been a double play ball. It was a hard hit ball. Went off Cone's glove. He had to chase it to the third base side. That goes 1-3. And Robinson advances to second. So 1 out, Robinson in scoring position for the right fielder, Carl Furillo. Furillo banged in to that bases loaded 1 out double play that ended the top of the first. He wants some revenge here off David Cone. Cone nods his head. He rocks and fires to Carl Furillo, and that is a 2-9 off the Furillo card. 2-9, and that is a walk. Patience proves prudent as Furillo walks. Cone having some control issues here. That's his 3rd walk of the game, 2 in this inning. So it's first and second, 1 out. It does set up a double play ball, but the very dangerous, power-hitting first baseman Gil Hodges steps to plate. He made that really nice pick to end the last inning, beating O'Neill to the bag. And remember, he had 31 round trippers in 53. Hodges looking for a pitch he can grip and rip and drive out of Yankee Stadium. Cone rocks and fires to Hodges, and that is a 6-9 off the Cone card. 6-9 and a 2, and that's a single with 2 stars. A 1 would have been a triple. So scoring from second base is Robinson. It's 2-1. Advancing from first to third is Carl Furillo as Gil Hodges claps his hands at first. A clutch 1 out RBI single. And it's 2-1 Brooklyn Dodgers. How big was David Cone not turning that double play now? It's 2-1 Dodgers. Furillo's at third, Hodges at first, and here comes the third baseman, Bill Cox. Cox singled his first time up, trying to add to this Brooklyn Dodger lead. Again, David Cone hoping to induce the double play ball. Brooklyn Dodgers have banged into 2. Here's the pitch to Cox from Cone, and that is a 2-9 off the Cox card. 2-9, and that is a double. A straight out double, so Bill Cox once again gets a hit, and this time it's a 2-bagger. So he doubles. Furillo scores easily from third. And advancing is Hodges. He's 1 through 14. -3 is an 11. So he'll hold at third. So first and third. And it's now a 3-1 ball game, Dodgers, with 1 out. And here comes George Schuba, and the top of the order, Jim Gilliam, on deck. Schuba banged into that double play back in the second. Brooklyn Dodgers looking to KO Coney. Here's the pitch to Schuba from David Cone, and that is a 4-7. A 4-7 off the Cone card. 4-7 with a 6 split. Line shot. Brocious makes the leaping catch, robbing Schuba of extra bases and a ribby. A 1 would have been a single. A 2 through 20 is a line out. So tough luck for Schuba. But there's 2 down now, and we go to the top of the order in Jim Gilliam. He has singled and scored and flown out to Bernie Williams in center. Runners on the corners. Hodges at third. Oh, he shouldn't be at second. Cox is at first. He shouldn't be at second. Rats. Alright, we'll just do that squiggly line for now. Oh, no, that was a double. That was a straight-out double. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Second and third. No, that was a straight-out double. I just forgot to mark it. That was a double and a ribby. All right. So second and third, my faux pas, 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Gilliam. And that is a 6-8 off the Coney card. 6-8, swing and a miss. Side is retired. We have a phone delay. I shall be back momentarily. Thank you for your patience. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Let's just mark this down. So the Dodgers scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 2 were left on base. It's now 3-1 Brooklyn. Gilliam struck out to make the final out. Pee Wee Reese will lead off the top of the 5th here in New York. Due up for the 98 Yankees, trailing by 2 now, will be Bernie Williams, Tino Martinez, and Scott Brosius. Brosius made one heck of a defensive play at third. He'll face Carl Erskine. He's only given up 1 run so far in 3 innings. Here's the pitch to start off the bottom of the 4th to Bernie Williams, and that is a 4-3 off the Erskine card. 4-3, what will it be? We shall see. 4-3, and that's a walk. That's not the way you want to start off the inning, but Bernie Williams gets on. He doubled his first time up and scored, and now he has walked. Bernie Williams is a B-stealer. He's going nowhere. And now bring up Tino Martinez. He grounded out to Gilliam at second. His first plate appearance. Williams takes a lead. Hodge is holding him on. Here's the pitch to Tino Martinez. And Erskine deals a 2-4. A 2-4 off the Martinez card. 2-4. Ground ball back to Erskine. He turns. He fires to second. Reese has it. Step on the bag. Throws to Hodges. Completing the double play. 2 down. So that's 1-6-3. Double play. The bases are now empty with 2 outs. And here's Scott Brosius. Brosius knocked in a run with a sac fly to center. That's the only Yankee run. Brosius could go boom, though. 19 homers in 98. Campanella wiggles the finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Brosius from Erskine. And that is a 4-2. How do you do off the Erskine card? 4-2. Ground ball to second in Gilliam. It's an X, so we're going to check the fielding chart. Gilliam is a 2 defender, and we rolled a 2. So a second baseman, 2-2, and that is a single past the dive of Gilliam. So the double play ball definitely hurts the Yankees. But Brosius keeps the inning alive with a 2-out single. He keeps the line moving to Tim the Rock Raines. Brosius, C-stealer, 1-15 base runner. And here comes Tim Raines. He struck out his first time up in the bottom of the 2nd. If Raines goes yard, we have a tie ball game. Tim Raines had 5 homers and 47 ribbies with a .290 batting average in 1998. Erskine takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to Raines, and that is a 6-7 off the Erskine card. 6-7. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the high heat. The side is retired. Raines, once again, a strikeout victim of Carl Erskine, who now has 4 Ks. The Yankees get no runs. They had 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We have completed 4. We go to the top of the 5th, and it is 3-1, 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers over the 1998 New York Yankees. Joe Girardi will lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Yankees when they come back up to bat. Due up for the Brooklyn Dodgers in the top of the 5th, Reese, Snyder, and Jackie Robinson. Pee Wee Reese is 0 for 2. He's flown out to left and grounded to second. David Cone has struggled a bit. Down 3-1. Here's the pitch to Reese. And that is a 5-8. A 5-8 off the Coney card. 5-8. Ground ball to the captain, Derek Jeter at short. It's an X. We'll have to check the fielding chart. Jeter is a 1. It is a 1 and an 8 on the 20-sided dice roll. And a 1 and an 8. Jeter just gobbles it up and fires to Martinez for the out as Reese grounds out to his counterpart, 6-3. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. I'll bring up the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Snyder has walked and struck out. Here's the pitch to Snyder. And that is a 1-9 dealt by Cone. We go to the Snyder card. 1-9 ground ball. Martinez has it. Flips to Cone, covering the bag. 2 down. And that's going to go 3-1 on the ground out. So 2 outs, base is empty for Jackie Robinson, the designated hitter. Never thought you'd hear those words together, but I like playing with the DH. Who, in my opinion, wants to see a pitcher's card hit? Not me. Here's the pitch to Robinson. Robinson has singled and knocked in a run and walked and scored. The windup and the pitch from Cone. Robinson is dealt a 6. 6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6 off the Coney card with a 2 split, and that is a double. So Jackie Robinson, hot as a pistol, picks up another hit. He has been on base all 3 times. The split was 1 through 13 for the double, and 14 through 20 was a single, both 2 stars, but there's no one on base, and the 20-sided dice was a 2. So a 2-out double for Robinson. He's an ace stealer, but he'll stay put. And here comes Roy Campanella. The Dodgers catcher is walked and grounded back to the pitcher. Dodgers up 3-1, looking to add to that lead, hoping to get to that Mini 4 tournament championship. Coney pitches to Campy. And Campanella is dealt a 2-7. A 2-7 off the Campanella card. 2-7, and that's a walk. So Campanella walks for the second time. First and second, 2 outs. The Yankees starting to get some bullpen action up. And here comes the right fielder for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Carl Furillo. He banged into a wonderful double play if you're a Yankee fan. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the first. He banged in the 5-4-3 double play that ended the inning. Dodgers only got 1 there. They would pick up 2 more in the top of the 4th, thus they lead 3-1. And then he walked. So 2 outs, 2 on. Robinson at second, Campanella at first. Furillo digs in the batter's box, looking for something and tee it high and let it fly. Girardi sets a target. Here's the pitch from Cone to Furillo, and that is a 3-9 to the Furillo card. 3-9, and that is a single with 2 stars. That will score Robinson from second, and Campanella will advance to third. So Carl Furillo comes through in the clutch, making up for that horrid double play. A single and an RBI for Furillo. And it is now 4-1 53 Dodgers over their much hated, heated rivals, the New York Yankees. So 2 outs. Campanella's at third. Furillo's at first. And here comes Gil Hodges. Hodges has popped out to the catcher in foul territory and singled back in the top of the 4th, knocking in Carl Furillo. Jackie Robinson, excuse me. Hodges looking to do it again. Runners on the corners. Again, the Yankees have Milling in the bullpen. Here's the pitch from Cone to Hodges, and that is a 5-5 off the Coney card. 5-5, swing and a miss, strike 3. The side is retired, but the Dodgers tack on another single digit. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's 4-1 Brooklyn. So they got 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they left 2 on. And it's 4-1 Brooklyn. Bill Cox will lead off in the top of the 6th for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Due up for the Yankees in the bottom of the 5th, now trailing by 3, 4-1. Will be Girardi, Curtis in the top of the order, Chuck Knobloch. Joe Girardi, the catcher, reached his first time on an error by the pitcher, Carl Erskine. Campy wiggles the fingers. Erskine nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Joe Girardi. That is a 4-10 off the Erskine card. 4-10. This play is for Campanella. As that's an X. Campanella is a 1 defender. The 20-sided die is a 13. Oh boy. Will it be lucky or unlucky? We go to the catcher's card on the basic fielding chart. And again, Campanella is a 1 defender. The 20-sided die is a 13. And that's a sky-high pop-up behind the plate. Campanella throws the mask away. Has a cup of coffee waiting for the ball to come down. And he makes the catch, 1 down as Girardi fouls out sky high to his counterpart, Rory Campanella. So 1 out, no one on. And here comes Chad Curtis. Curtis grounded to second his first time up. Erskine works quickly to Curtis, and that is a 1-7 off the Curtis card. 1-7, and Curtis works a walk. A little over-anxious was Carl Erskine. So with 1 out, Curtis advances to first. He's an ace stealer, but they trail by 3-4-1, and Campanella is a 1 defender, and we're playing with that hold rule, and that's a -4. An ace stealer trying to steal second 1 through 15 becomes 1 through 11. And down by 3, he shall stay put. Top of the order, Chuck Knobloch is 0 for 2. He's popped out to short and struck out. Erskine hoping to induce a double play ball. Here's the pitch to Knobloch, and that is a 6-8 off the Erskine card. I think that's a K. 6-8, no, ground ball, second base to Gilliam. Fielding chart, he's an X. Gilliam is a 2 defender, and we rolled a 19 on the 20-sided die. It's a 19. Second base, Gilliam's a 2 defender, 19. The only plays to first, there's no double play, so Gilliam throws out Knobloch 4-3. There are 2 outs, and advancing to second is Curtis, as Gilliam had to range far over to the right and on the outfield grass. So 2 outs, and here comes the captain for the 98 Yankees, Derek Jeter. Jeter is 1 for 2. He's grounded to third and singled. Jeter had 19 homers and 84 RBIs to go with that .324 batting average in 1988. If he can go yard, the Yankees will pull to within 1 of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jeter awaits the Carl Erskine offer, and here's the pitch from Erskine, and that is a 3-2 off the Jeter card. 3-2, ground ball to third. Cox is up with it, throws across the diamond to Hodges. The side is retired. Derek Jeter goes down once again, 5-3. We go to the top of the 6th, and it's 4-1 Brooklyn Dodgers of 1953 over the 1998 Yankees. The Yankees get no runs. They had no hits. There were no errors, and they left a runner on base. When the Yankees come back up in the bottom of the 6th, will be Paul O'Neill leading off. Due up for the Brooklyn Dodgers in the top of the 6th, Cox, Schuba, in the top of the order, Jim Gilliam. Cox is 2 for 2. He has singled and then doubled, knocking in a run off David Cone. Again, the Yankees have bullpen action up. Coney has struggled. He's given up 4 runs. Can Bill Cox go 3 for 3? An unlikely batting sort. I mean, well, he did bat .291. Here's the pitch to Cox from Cone, and that is a 4-11 off the Cone card. 4-11 fly ball left field to Curtis. Curtis is a 2 defender. We go to the fielding chart to left field. Actually, it'll just be for the outfield. So he's a 2 defender and a 15 and a 2. Curtis racing after the ball. He reaches out, it goes off his glove, and then he kicks it. It is a single, and advancing to second on the error is Cox. He is now 3 for 3, so that's a single and an E7, a rare error on Chad Curtis. And Cox advances to second. It's just not the 98 Yankees' day. They're down 3, and the Dodgers hoping to pour it on here. And here comes Schuba. Schuba is 0 for 2, and he will be bunting. He's going to be bunting. And in basic, there is no bunt rating. I mean, they should put that in basic, but they don't have it. So we're going to bunt. So it doesn't matter, infield, in, out, whatever. They would probably pull the corners in, but it doesn't matter. So basically, in basic, 1 through 8 is a good bunt. Here's the pitch from Cone. Schuba squares the bunt, and that is a 6. Fielded by Brocious. He throws to first for the out. And advancing to third is Cox. That was the only play Brocious had. So a sac bunt for Schuba, and that goes 5-3. 1 out, and Cox stands at third base. Oh boy. Top of the order, Jim Gilliam. We might have to take Coney out here. Let's just see. Need some with a lower ERA. I mean, there's no tomorrow. Do we go to Mariano Rivera, who was absolutely outstanding? 3-0, 1.91 earned run average, 36 saves. Graham Lloyd, 1.67. Again, no lefty-righty matchups in basic. Where's Nelson? I think Lloyd has the lower ERA, though. Where's Nelson? Where is Nelson? Jeff Nelson, 3.79. Graham Lloyd. Let's think about that. Cone has not been good. We're going to go to Graham Lloyd. With 1 out and a runner at third, Graham Lloyd will come in. So David Cone's last batter was Schuba. And here comes Graham Lloyd. So Cone goes 5 1/3. He is responsible for Cox at third. And Graham Lloyd will come in. I believe he was a tall lefty. That's the way I remember him. Let me just flip it over. Yes, he was. He threw lefty. So here's Graham Lloyd. His ERA, 1.67, 3-0 with no saves. He threw 38 innings, striking out 20, only walking 6. That's what they need. They need a strikeout, a couple of strikeouts here. So David Cone's day is done. Graham Lloyd is now in. Coney's out. And Lloyd will face the top of the order, Gilliam. And on deck, Pee Wee Reese. At third is Cox. Lloyd looking for the strikeout. Here's the pitch to Gilliam. And that's going to go to the Lloyd card right away. And that is a 5-8 off the Graham Lloyd card. 5-8. And that's a pop-up. He jammed him second base. So Gilliam will pop out to his counterpart, Chuck Knobloch. And that's 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And still standing at third is Cox. So that's a pop-out to Knobloch. So Lloyd right now does part of his JOB. So 2 outs. Runner at third. And here comes the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee is 0 for 3. He's flown to left, grounded to second, and grounded to short. Big moment here. Dodgers up 4-1. Yankees want to keep it a 3-run deficit. The tall one, Graham Lloyd, rocks and deals to Pee Wee Reese, and that is a 4-2 again off the Lloyd card. A 4-2 line shot at Brocious. Good reaction. He makes the catch. The side is retired. The single and error don't hurt. As stranded at third is Cox. Brocious, another fine play at third. The line out. Great play by Brocious. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-1 Brooklyn Dodgers. And when we get to the top of the 7th, Duke Snider will lead off for the Brooklyn Dodgers. So in the top of the 6th, no runs for the Dodgers. They did get 1 hit. There was 1 error on Chad Curtis, and they left 1 on. Bottom of the 6th for the 98 Yankees will be Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams, and Tino Martinez to face Carl Erskine. Erskine only has given up that 1 run back in the bottom of the 2nd. He's been pretty solid, and he'll continue to stay in there. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. O'Neill is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded to first. And that is a 6-8. Boy, I think that's really good for Erskine. 6-8. 6-8 A ground ball, second base, Gilliam. Gilliam is a 2 defender. We rolled a 19, second base, basic fielding chart. 219. Gilliam has it, throws to first for the out. O'Neill is now 0 for 3 as he grounds out 4-3. Now bring up Tino Martinez, the first baseman, is 0 for 2. He's grounded to second, then banged into a double play, 1-6-3. I'm sorry, that brings up Bernie Williams. Excuse me. Tino Martinez is on deck. Bernie Williams has doubled and scored and walked. He has reached base safely both times. Can he do it for a third time? As Dave S. has joined us in the chat, it is 4-1, 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers so far over the 98 Yankees, and we are in the bottom of the sixth with 1 out, bases empty for the New York Yankees. Paul O'Neill has just grounded out to Jim Gilliam, and stepping to the plate is Bernie Williams. He is 1 for 1. He's doubled and scored and walked. Erskine, we need that die. Erskine deals to Bernie Williams, and that is a 1-5. A 5 is usually a good number. So a 1 and a 5, and that ball is, boom goes Bernie, gone! 1 through 19 is a homer. We rolled an 8 on the 20-sided die. A 20 would have been a triple. So the Yankees have cut the lead in half. It's now 4-2. 53 Dodgers. Bernie Williams goes boom, touches them all. A solo shot with 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth, and that brings some joy in Yankeeville. So Williams has scored both runs. This time he provided the RBI also. Solo shot. It's 4-2 Dodgers. So Dave S. has brought the Yankees some good luck. Whether he wants that or not, he just did. You're welcome, Dave S. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday. Here comes Tino Martinez, the first baseman. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded to second, banged into a double play. Can he go back-to-back jacks? He had 28 homers in 98. Erskine takes a deep breath. He rocks and fires to Martinez, and that is a 6-7. I believe he has just struck Tino Martinez out on the 6-7. 6-7, swing and a miss. 2 down. Strikes out Martinez, who's now 0 for 3. Tino having a tough day at the plate. So 2 outs, bases empty for Scott Brocious. Brocious is 1 for 1. His first at-bat, a sac fly to center for the first Yankee RBI. Brocious had 19 homers. 2 outs, 4-2 Dodgers. Again, Erskine peers in at Campanella. Campanella sets a target. Here's the pitch, homeward bound to Brocious, and that is a 6-9 off the Erskine card. 6-9, fly ball, left field. Shuba's there, and he makes the catch. The side is retired, so that was a 6. Let me just double check. 9, yep, fly ball to left B, that doesn't matter. So Brocious flies out to Shuba. Yankees do get 1 on the solo blast by Bernie Williams. We get the top of the 7th. It's 4-2 Brooklyn Dodgers of 1953 over the 1998 Yankees. In our little mini 4 tournaments, I do love these mini 4 tournaments. Winners advance to the box of good. Losers go into the box of bad. Leading off when we go to the bottom of the 7th will be Tim the Rock Raines for the Yankees. So in the bottom of the 6th, the Yankees got 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and no one was left on base. Again, it's 4-2 Dodgers as we head to the top of the 7th. Due up for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th, facing Graham Lloyd, who came in for relief of David Cohn, who went 5 1/3 and gave up 4 runs. Duke Snyder, Jackie Robinson, Roy Campanella. Those are some tremendous names there. The Duke of Flatbush is 0 for 2. He has walked, struck out, and grounded out to first. Graham Lloyd is ready. He deals to the Duke of Flatbush, and Snyder gets a 3-6 off of his card. 3 and a 6, and that's another walk. Again, very patient, and he's on. So even though he does not have a hit, he's been on base twice with 2 walks. Dodgers trying to get that run back that Williams produced with his solo blast. So Snyder's at first. Again, he's a B stealer. He's going nowhere. 1 through 16 base runner. Here comes Jackie Robinson, the designated hitter. Robinson is 2 for 2. He has singled and knocked in a run. He has walked and scored, and he has doubled and scored. 2 for 2, trying to make it 3 for 3. Been on base all 3 times. Lloyd trying to induce the double play ball or the strikeout. Here's the pitch from Lloyd to Robinson, and that is a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66 off the Lloyd card. 6-6. Sky-high pop-up, third base. Brocious going back, backpedaling on the outfield grass. He makes the catch, 1 away. Retreating quickly back to first is Snyder. So Robinson's finally retired on the pop out to third and Scott Brocious. Now bring up Campy, Roy Campanella, Dodgers catcher. He is 0 for 1. He's walked twice and grounded back to the pitcher. Snyder at first. Takes a slight lead. Martinez holding him on. Here's the pitch from Graham Lloyd to Roy Campanella. And that is a 3-11 off the Campanella card. 3-11 ground ball. Third base B. Runners advance 1 base. As Cox throws to first. As Brocious throws to first. Snyder advances to second. So Campanella grounds out 5 to 3. There's 2 down. Snyder's in scoring position. Ground ball B. Batter is out. If one or more runners are forced, if runner on first is out, batter is safe. Okay, what the heck is that? Batter is out. If no runners are forced, runner holds. If one or more runners are forced, runner at first is out. Batter is safe. Disregard previous result. Runner advances. It's not a double play ball. If no runners are out, runners hold. Batter is out at... Yeah, that's runner advances. Oh, no. My fault. They get the runner at second. My faux pas. So, that's a fielder's choice. 5 to 3. Snyder's out. Snyder's out on the fielder's choice. And that's not 5 to 3. That would be 5 to 4. 5 to 4. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. And Campanella's at first. And here's Carl Furillo. I knew that didn't sound right when I first said it. If no runners are forced, runners hold. If one or more runners is forced, the batter is safe. Yep, okay. Alright, we got that squared away. Dave S. says, I like your game, Matt. Is it from History Maker? No, it is from... Let me just move that here. All-Star Lineup Baseball. From my friend Craig on Twitter. I bought that game. I enjoy that. We'll be playing... I'm tweaking the rules just a bit, to my satisfaction. It is a fun game. Plays a bit different. Not for everybody. I like it. And we'll play some more of that. But this is with a mat. It's probably one of the best mats I have seen, along with the ones from, as Dave S. mentioned, like History Maker and stuff like that. So, but it is All-Star Baseball Lineup. All-Star Lineup Baseball. From Barstool Sports, I believe, is the company's name. All right, so 2 outs. We got that squared away now. Campanella's at first. He safe on the fielder's choice as Snyder was forced out 5 to 4. And here comes Carl Furillo, the right fielder, is 1 for 2. He has singled, knocked in a run, and in the first with bases loaded, 1 out, banged into a crucial double play that the Yankees needed 5 to 4 to 3 to get him out of a huge jam. He's also walked and scored. Lloyd deals to Furillo, and that is a 1-6 off the Carl Furillo card. 1-6 ground ball to Brocious. He's up with it, throws across the diamond to Tino Martinez, and the side is retired. 5 to 3. The Dodgers get no runs. No hits. There were no errors, and they left 1 runner on. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4 to 2. 1953 Dodgers over the 98 Yankees. Due up when the Dodgers come up in the top of the 8th is Gil Hodges. So in the bottom of the 7th for the Yankees, who trail by 2, it's going to be Tim the Rock Raines, Joe Girardi and Chad Curtis. Lloyd, again, it's basics, so we can let the pitchers pitch. And you know what? We're going to keep Lloyd in. He's going to pitch a little more than he probably did in real life, as he only pitched 38 innings. It's only a Mini 4 tournament. So Raines is 0 for 2, and he's been a strikeout victim of Carl Erskine twice. If Erskine gets in any trouble, we have to think about who we're going to bring in. Alrighty. Erskine's ready to work. He deals to Tim the Rock Raines, and that is a 5-8 off the Erskine card. 5-8, and that's going to be great for Erskine. That is a strikeout. Swing and a miss on the fastball away. He has struck out Raines 3 times. The hat trick you don't want. So Raines goes down via the K 3 times. Let's just double check. A 5 and an 8 is a K off the Carl Erskine card. And Erskine now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ks, and 3 of them have been Raines. Half of them have been Raines. So here's Joe Girardi. And Girardi is 0 for 2. He did reach on the error by Erskine, then popped out to the catcher. And he's the better defensive catcher, but we might need some pop here. He did bat 276, which is higher than Posada, but Posada has more pop in that bat. Let's just go to the Yankees here, and let's just take a look. Though, defensively, Posada, not good. Where is Jorge? Jorge, where are you? 268, 17 homers. I think we got to go to Jorge, and he's a 4 catcher, which will take... He's a 4 catcher, and Girardi's a 2, so that -3 hold is going to go away. A 4 catcher now becomes a -1 hold. But I think, if I go to Chili Davis, 291. But then we use 2 players in 1 slot. I think we're going to go to Jorge Posada. Jorge Posada will pinch hit for Girardi. So Girardi's day is done. We have Chili Davis available to us amongst some of the Yankees. So we're going to go Posada. So Posada will come in to pinch hit for Girardi and stay in to catch. And he is an E Steeler, so he is a lead foot. Girardi slightly less of a lead foot, but he's out of the game now. And 1 through 11 base runner. He's going to catch. Obviously, he's coming in to pinch hit. But he'll stay in to catch. So Girardi is out of the game. Let's just put Mr. Joe over here. Posada comes in, and Posada is a 4 defender. Let's get that adjusted. Cross this out and go Posada. And he is a 4 defender. And so now that goes to 1, -1. So there might be some stealing now for the Dodgers, but you got to go to Posada here. You need a boom. You're down 2. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Dodgers. And here's Jorge Posada. And Craig W. is in the chat. And he answers, as I said, this is the gentleman. This is his lovely mat that comes with his game that I truly enjoy. And his game is called, let me move everything. Craig, thank you for joining us, Craig. His game is All-Star Lineup Baseball. And you can ask Craig whatever questions you like. He's in the chat. Craig, it's barstool.com, correct? If they want to take a look at the game. I have some video gameplay of it. I've tweaked the rules the way, you know, I bought it so I can do what I want with it now. But I've tweaked the rules. I've discussed what I've done with Craig, and he's tweaked some of the stuff too. He also has a mini game that's kind of fun that he's developed. All part of his game. So check out. I suggest going to his site or asking him some questions. So Craig W. has graced us with his presence. I'm doing okay, getting over a really bad flu, cold, whatever the hell it was, and had a bacteria infection in my ears and my sinus. I'm on horse pill antibiotics. All right, where were we? 1 out. Posada's up, and Erskine deals to Jorge Posada, and that is a 6-7, and that 6 is a column of death. if you're a batter off the Erskine card. 6, 7, swing and a miss at the knee cheese. So another strikeout for Erskine. And Posada does no better than Joe Girardi. And that's strikeout number 7 for Erskine now. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, still 4-2 Brooklyn Dodgers. And here comes Chad Curtis. And Curtis, his last time up he walked. Prior to that, he grounded to second. Chili Davis. Curtis is going to hit. We're going to let him hit. See if he can produce a walk or something to get on base. Erskine looks in at Campanella. He nods his head. Campy sets a target. Here's the pitch to Chad Curtis, and that is a 3-9 off the Chad Curtis card. A 3-9 off the Chad Curtis card. 3-9. He hits this ball deep to center, to left, excuse me. Going back is Shuba, racing back, leaping. Bangs into the wall, he makes the catch, robbing Curtis of a home run. And the side is retired. Erskine breathes a sigh of relief and tips his cap to his left fielder, Shuba. Oh boy, Chad Curtis came ever so close to pull the Yankees to within 1. 1 through 5 would have been a homer. But he rolled, the 20-sided die was an 18, and that is a flyout. Great catch by Shuba. As he robs Curtis of a round tripper. We go to the top of the 7th, 4-2 Dodgers of 1953, the Brooklyn Dodgers. So the Yankees of 1998, no runs, no hits. Boy, did they ever come so close to pulling within 1. Great play by Shuba. No errors and no runners left on base. Leading off in the bottom of the 7th when the Yankees come up will be the top of the order, Chuck Knobloch. Posada is now in at catcher. And he is a 4 defender. He is horrid. So due up in the top of the 7th for the... Oh boy, I messed up here. Oh, I just put it in the... No, I put it in the right column. Oh, that was the bottom of the 7th. My faux pas. We go to the top of the 8th. The top of the 8th. 4-2 Dodgers due up in the top of the 8th. Hodges, Cox, and Shuba to face Graham Lloyd, who's still in the game. And it might be, it's the 8th. You know what? It's the 8th, and there's no tomorrow. It's Mariano Rivera time. Got to keep it a 2-run deficit. Mini 4 tournament, he can get 6 outs. Here comes Mariano Rivera. Mo. One of the greatest relievers of all time, if not the greatest reliever of all time. So Graham Lloyd went an inning and 2/3. He gave up nothing. His last batter he faced was Carl Furillo, who grounded out to third in the top of the 7th. And here comes Mariano Rivera. .3-0 with a 1.91 earned run average in 98 and 36 saves. As Dave S. is bringing in the Sandman. You got to bring in the Sandman. And so we'll just put Rivera's name up here. And again, in basic, all pitchers are 2 defenders. Again, they should switch that. But see, what I don't get, and again, I could be interpreting what I've watched baseball demos do incorrectly, and most likely I am. Because in the basic fielding chart, where's the pitcher? The pitcher, first base, third base, pitcher. And they have 1 through 5. So, I mean, they should change that. And again, I could be interpreting incorrectly. So, anyhow, here's Hodges. Hodges is 1 for 3. He has popped out to the catcher in foul territory. He singled, knocked in a run, and struck out in his last at-bat. Top of the 8th. Hodges will face the Sandman, Mariano Rivera. Rivera rocks and fires to Hodges, and that is a 6-4, 6-4. And that's a pop-up, third base, Brocious right near the bag, waiting for rain as the ball comes down. And that's out number 1. Cutter in on the hands produces the pop-out to Brocious. So 1 out as Hodges is retired, goes back to the bench. And here's Billy Cox. Cox is having quite a day. He is 3 for 3. He has singled, doubled, knocked in a run, and singled. Can he go 4 for 4? Billy Cox wants more. Mo deals to Cox. And that is a 5-6 off the Rivera card. 5-6. That's a strikeout. Billy Cox finally retired. Billy Cox, meet Mariano Rivera. Go back to the bench. Sit down, son. So there's 2 down. You gotta love Mo. I always loved Mo. Hated when he pitched against the Red Sox, but I loved him. Here comes George Schuba. Schuba, who robbed Curtis of a home run that ended the bottom of the 7th. It would have brought the Yankees to within 1. It's a 4-2 ball game. Schuba is 0 for 2. He is banged into a double play, lined out to third, and had a sacrifice bunt. Mr. Schuba, meet Mariano Rivera. Here's the pitch, and that's a 5-8, 5, and an 8 is a fly ball to Bernie Williams in center. He's camping there. He makes the catch. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers to Mariano Rivera and the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-2 Dodgers of 1953 or the 98 Yankees. Dodgers, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and no one was left on base. Top of the order will be due up when they come up in the top of the 9th, and it'll be Jim Gilliam, the second baseman. Due up for the Yankees in this 4-2 game in the bottom of the 8th. Let's make sure we got the inning correct, and we do. Is the top of the order, Knobloch, Jeter, and O'Neill. And let's just go to our Brooklyn Dodgers cards. And I'm going to be getting the 67 set from All-Star Lineup Baseball pretty soon. I'll be putting my order in. And I'm going to do a few other things with my cards, and I'm going to show them to Craig. Just things I like. Oh, God, do I want to go? The closer was Jim Hughes. They considered him the closer. I don't like that ERA, 3.45. I want someone with a lower ERA. What's Johnny Padres? Ugh, 4.23. Preacher Rowe was a starter, and he'll start the final. Or Russ Meyer, he was a starter. Billy Lowe's. Oh my God, they all have high ERAs. Milken, 3.36. Erskine's a 3.53. Ouch. You know what? We're going to stick with Carl Erskine. And the closer, from Baseball Reference, they consider Jim Hughes the closer. When I looked that up, I'm almost positive. He's got a 3.45, so Milken has a 3.36. These are going to be the 2 pitchers who had more strikeouts. 65 for Milken, 49 for Hughes, and he walked 41. I'm probably going to go to Milken, who had 42 walks. Hughes allowed less hits, though. All right. Well, I think we're going to stick with Erskine with a 4-2 lead. Bottom of the 8th. He's got Knobloch 3 times. He's popped out to short, struck out, and grounded to second. Erskine will stay in the game. Let's see if Knobloch can get on. They got to get a runner on base to bring the tying run to the plate. 4-2 Dodgers. Here's a pitch to Chuck Knobloch from Carl Erskine, and that is a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 6-3. 6-3 fly ball left field to Schuba. We have to check the fielding chart. Schuba, who robbed Curtis of a home run, is a 3. The 20-sided die is an 8. So basic fielding chart, outfield, flip it over. Outfield, and Schuba, left fielder's a 3. 20-sided die is an 8. So 3, 8. Schuba makes the catch, 1 away. Good running catch by Schuba. And Knobloch is now 0 for 4. 1 out, bottom of the 8th, and here comes Paul O'Neill, the intense one. I'm sorry, Derek Jeter. And Jeter, the captain, is 1 for 2. He has grounded to third, singled, and grounded to third. Jeter, 19 homers in 98. He awaits the Carl Erskine offering, pitch homeward bound. And Jeter gets a 2-8 with a 5 split. So it's a 2-8 off the Jeter card. 2-8, and that's a single. So Jeter picks up his second, and he's now 2 for 4. Tying run will come to the plate, and Paul O'Neill. 4-2 ball game. Boy, this is a huge moment for Paul O'Neill. Very intense ball player, very clutch. He has struck out. He has grounded to first and grounded to second. O'Neill had 24 home runs and drove in 116 runners in 1998. Erskine, pitching coach comes out. Campanella goes to the mound, so does Hodges. Erskine says he's fine. That's good enough for the pitching coach. Back to the dugout he shall go. Campanella back behind the plate. Hodges back to first. Jeter takes a slight lead. He's going nowhere. Down 2. Hodges holding him on. Erskine beat a sweat down his brow. Takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup, and the pitch to Paul O'Neill, and there goes the red die. It has jumped the shark. We're going to have to find the red die. All game, I don't lose a die. And now we have to find it. Or we go to the relief die. Oh, I hate when this happens. As we're down on all fours, rough. Son of a gun. I was going to use some more coarse language than that, but sometimes I do have small children watching. Oh, found you, you little son of a gun. If this was Chat with Al After Dark, different language would have been used. All right, so here we go. Here we go. There it is, and that's a 4-12. I don't think a 12 is ever good. Sometimes it's a line-out max. All right, so here we go. 4-12 off the Erskine card. 4-12 ground ball to short. This could be an inning-ending double play. The shortstop is Pee Wee Reese, as that's an X. Reese is a 2 defender, and that's a 15. Again, that was a 4-12. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's Rivera's card, sorry. 4-12 ground ball, shortstop X off the Erskine card. Wanted to double check. Shortstop. 4. Lost the pen. We just got fumbleitis right now. Reese, a 2 defender and a 15 shortstop. 2 defender, 15. Runner at first is out going to second, providing there is 1 completion of the double play, and it is a 6-4-3 double play. O'Neill goes 0 for 4, and the Dodgers go to the top of the 9th with a 4-2 lead. So it's 6-4-3 double play. Side is retired. Jeter is erased from the base paths. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We go to the top of the 9th. 4-2 Brooklyn Dodgers. When we get to the bottom of the 9th, leading off will be Bernie Williams, who homered his last at-bat for the Yankees, the center fielder. So Erskine, through 8, has only given up 2 runs. He's in line for the win. Will he try to go the distance? Due up here in the top of the 9th for the Brooklyn Dodgers, looking to win. When you win, you're in the final, as this is a mini 4 tournament. These are semi-final games as soon as you get in this tournament. You want to go to the box of good, not the box of bad. Winners go to the box of good and advance to a later date of play games. Due up in the top of the 9th, the top of the order for the 53 Dodgers, Gilliam, Reese, and Snyder to face the Sandman, Mariano Rivera, who took the Dodgers down 1-2-3. My chair is stuck in the rug. Oh, we have technical difficulties going on here at Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Craig W. says, as I said, I came for the play-by-play, but I'm staying to see the Yankees lose. Always warms my heart. Remember, check out Craig W. on Barstool Sports. An all-star lineup baseball. A different way to play dice baseball. And it's fun. You have to have an open mind, people. Not all games are played the same. So, it's a lot of fun. And it leaves you open to adjust rules the way you want to play it, as I have done. And if anyone wants to discuss that, if you have the game and you're watching, I'll tell you. I have a video up. I've tweaked some things. I have one more thing to figure out the way you want, and I'll pass it by Craig during one of my videos, probably in the next week or so. Last time I played, I was still sick. I mean, we ended in a... What a game it was. I believe it was a 2-2 tie. And after 9 innings, I had a fever, and I'm sweating, and I'm like, that's it, folks. As I tweaked some... I really like what I've done with it. And I've used the way Craig came up. It didn't change the game, in my opinion, at all, because I used the same type of numbering system for errors, and just tweaked it a little bit. All right, here we go. Top of the ninth. Rivera on the mound, trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. Gilliam is 1 for 4. He has singled and scored in the first. Since then, he's flown to center, struck out, and popped out to second. Rivera deals to Gilliam. Nice to meet you. And that is a 4-10 off the Rivera card. 4-10 is a ground ball to Brocious at third. We have to go to the fielding chart. Brocious is a 2 defender, and that is an 8. You are out, most likely. As third baseman, 8-2 defender. He comes up with it. He throws across the diamond to Tino Martinez, and that's 5-3. Gilliam's now 1 for 5. 1 down here in the top of the ninth, and here comes Pee Wee Reese. Shortstop is 0 for 4. He's flown to left, grounded to second, short and lined to Brocious, who made an excellent reaction play at third. Rivera's ready to work. Here comes that cutter to Reese. And that is a 6-7, 6-7 off the Rivera card. Ground ball to Knobloch. We have to go to the fielding chart. Chuck Knobloch's a 2 defender. So that's going to be a 2 and a 14. So we go down 14, move over 2. He has it, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. 2 down. So 5-3 and now 4-3. 2 outs, no one on. Top of the ninth. And that'll bring up the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. He is 0 for 2. He's walked twice. And the meat between those 2 sandwiched walks, a strikeout and a ground out to first. Boy, Duke Snyder would love to go yard off Mariano Rivera. Here's the pitch from Mo to Duke. And the red die tried to jump, but you little smuggler, I got you. And that is a 4-2. How do you do? 4-2. Jammed on the cutter. Pop up. Second base. Outfield grass. Calling for it is Knobloch. The side is retired. Mariano Rivera faces 6 Brooklyn Dodgers. Sends them all down. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees of 1998 need 2 to tie the 53 Dodgers and 3 to win. If we come up in the top of the 10th, Jackie Robinson will be up, and something's gone horribly wrong for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers in the top of the ninth, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and no one was left on base. Carl Erskine's going for that complete game. He will face Bernie Williams, who went boom off in the last at-bat, a solo shot. Tino Martinez, who he's got 3 times. And Scott Brocious, who is 1 for 2. He has a sac fly, a ribby, a single, and he's thrown out to left. Milken is ready in the Dodgers pen, but we're going to let Brocious face his nemesis, Bernie Williams. Williams has doubled, walked, and homered. The windup and the pitch to Bernie Williams, and that is a 4-9 off the Erskine card. 4-9 ground ball, second base, backhanded by Gilliam, going towards the second base bag. He spins and fires. Picking it out of the dirt is Hodges, and Williams is retired for the first time. Nice play by Gilliam and Hodges. The Dodgers of 53, 2 outs away from advancing to the Mini 4 Tournament Championship against the winner of the 86 Red Sox and the 1905 Giants, which we might play tomorrow at some point or Monday. or Tuesday, you never know. Here's Tino Martinez, 0 for 3. Struck out, banged into a double play, and grounded to second. Erskine works quickly to Martinez, and that's a 5-4 off the Erskine card. 5-4 ground ball to third, and Cox. It is an X. Cox is a 1 defender. That's why we put him in at third instead of Jackie Robinson. So a 1 defender and a 20. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Roll 20-sided die again. Ouch. All right. Second opportunity. Here we go. And that's a 3. And that's still a diving stop by Cox. He pops up, fires. And that's out number 2. What a play by Cox. As a 1-3 is an out. You would have needed a 7 or a 10, which would have been a 12 would have been an error too. So a 7, 10, and 12 would have been errors. So 5-3 as Martinez is now 0 for 4. And Carl Erskine 1 out away from a complete game 4-2 victory and advancing to our mini tournament number 4 championship game. And now it is up to Scott Brocious. Brocious has a sac fly in the second that knocked in a run. He singled, and his last time up, he flew out to left. Brocious with 19 home runs. Bob Milken has stopped warming in the pen. He is ready for the Brooklyn Dodgers out in center field here at Yankee Stadium. Here's the pitch to Brocious. Will he extend the game? That is a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3. Ground ball to short. Pee Reese up with it. He throws to Hodges. Ball game over. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. There is joy in the borough of Brooklyn. The 1953 Dodgers win 4-2 over the 1998 Yankees. Carl Erskine goes the distance. He only gives up 2 runs. And the 53 Dodgers advance to the Mini 4 championship. They're 1 game away, 1 victory away from going into the box of good. Unfortunately, the 1998 Yankees go into the box of bad. Doesn't mean we won't see them again. It just means they're not in the box of good. So, with that being said, I have to start dinner. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who joined us. It was a fun game. We went an hour and 33, but I talked to the chat. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Remember to check out Craig W., the maker and distributor, as you can see, of All-Star Lineup Baseball. This is the wonderful mat that goes with his game. I love his game and mat so much it stays on my playing area 24/7. As Craig W. says, yes! And Craig says, hey, Al, I added a rule for a modern shift defense for power-hitting lefties. Still pondering it. Cool. Love to discuss that. Thank you to Dave S. Alan Shaw, a good friend from across the pond. Manny Christian Rivera. Manny, thank you very much. Phantomatic and Bubba Husky. Hope everyone enjoyed. And when you come to one of my streams, we're going to chat. We're going to have fun. And we're going to watch me butcher some baseball sometimes and lose some dice. But it's a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Love the ones. Hug the ones you love. Give them a kiss. Don't be afraid to show affection because someday they might not be there. And my God, I wish I could give my mom a hug one more time and a kiss. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and whatever holiday you celebrate. But for me, it's Merry Christmas. So watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay peaceful. God bless, and you know what's coming, folks. Peace!